Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're looking at something a little different.
Oh,
Yeah, a story about building healthy habits.
interesting.
I'm always fascinated by those aha moments when people make big changes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's unpack Sophie's journey to better health and see what nuggets of wisdom we can find for ourselves.
I love that. Stories are so effective at helping us learn.
Yeah.
They add that emotional layer to the facts and help us understand how these concepts actually play out in the real world.
Totally.
So we're going to break down Sophie's choices, look at the impact those choices had,
Okay.
and most importantly, figure out what you can apply in your own life.
So our story begins with Sophie,
Okay.
who, like many of us, understands that health is important, but needs a bit of a push to really put that knowledge into action.
This is so common. I mean, most people know that eating well and exercising regularly is beneficial,
Right.
but there's often a disconnect between knowing and doing.
For sure.
Motivation can be tricky, and change is rarely instantaneous. That's what makes Sophie's story so compelling.
Okay.
It's not about overnight transformations. It's about the power of small, consistent steps.
It sounds like a lot of us can relate to Sophie on that one.
Yeah.
So the story picks up with Sophie waking up one morning feeling determined to make some positive changes.
Good for her.
She starts her day by stretching before getting out of bed.
Love it.
Then she puts on her sneakers and heads out for a brisk 20-minute walk around her neighborhood.
Those are two excellent choices right off the bat.
Right.
Stretching preps those muscles for the day, increases blood flow, and can even improve your posture.
I never thought about the posture part.
And that 20-minute walk, that's not just about getting your heart rate up.
Okay.
It's about those exercise-induced endorphins.
Mm-mm.
They act as natural mood boosters, impacting focus and energy levels throughout the day.
The story mentions Sophie feeling happy and energized after her walk.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the endorphins kicking in?
Absolutely.
I've definitely felt that post-workout mood lift,
Mm-hmm.
but I never really knew the science behind it.
It's a fascinating area of research.
Cool.
Studies have shown that even moderate intensity exercise like brisk walking
Mm-hmm.
can trigger the release of these feel-good chemicals in the brain.
Wow.
And it's not just a temporary effect.
Oh.
Regular exercise can lead to lasting improvements in mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety.
That's impressive. So, Sophie's off to a great start, but being new to this healthy lifestyle, she still instinctively reaches for that box of sugary cereal when she gets home.
Oh, no.
But that's when her mom steps in.
Okay.
Instead of forbidding the cereal,
Right.
she gently suggests,
Yeah.
"Why don't you try some eggs and fruit this morning?"
This parental guidance is so important,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it's done in a positive and supportive way, instead of creating a restrictive environment.
Yeah.
Sophie's mom offers a healthier alternative and empowers her to make a good choice.
I like that.
It's about gently guiding her toward better options rather than imposing strict rules.
And to her surprise, Sophie actually enjoys the eggs and fruit.
Good.
This really highlights the idea that healthy eating doesn't have to be about deprivation.
Exactly. It's about expanding your palate and discovering new flavors.
For sure.
Those sugary cereals provide a quick burst of energy followed by an inevitable crash.
Oh, yeah.
But eggs and fruit,
Yeah.
they're packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins,
Wow.
offering sustained energy that will power you through the morning.
Later that day, at school, Sophie's science teacher talks about the importance of fruits and vegetables,
Okay.
focusing on the role of vitamins and minerals.
Hmm.
I bet knowing the why behind healthy eating made those eggs and fruit taste even better.
Knowledge is power, right?
Right.
Understanding the science behind nutrition can be incredibly motivating.
Totally.
Think about it. You're
That's
not just
right.
eating an apple because someone told you to. You're fueling your body with essential nutrients that support everything from your immune system to your cognitive function.
That makes so much sense.
Uh,
Okay, so Sophie's getting the hang of this healthy lifestyle thing.
awesome.
Next, we find her at her grandmother's house, which, as luck would have it,
Uh-huh.
has a beautiful vegetable garden.
I love that.
They pick tomatoes together and make a salad.
Oh.
It's a really heartwarming scene that emphasizes the enjoyment of fresh food.
This part of the story really resonates with me. There's something magical about growing your own food,
Oh, yeah.
and that connection to nature can have a powerful impact on our well-being.
Hmm.
Studies have shown that gardening can reduce stress, improve mood, and even increase physical activity.
Plus, homegrown vegetables just taste better, right?
Often, yes.
Yeah.
And there's more to it than just the freshness.
Oh,
When you're involved in the process of growing or preparing your food, you tend to appreciate it more.
for sure.
It's a mindful experience that encourages healthier choices and can even lead to a deeper connection to your food.
So we've seen Sophie incorporating stretching, brisk walking, and healthier eating into her routine.
Great.
But then the inevitable happens.
What's that?
She catches a cold.
Oh, no.
She's feeling tired, her throat is sore, the whole 9 yards.
I hate when that happens.
This time, it's her mom who comes to the rescue, recommending a classic remedy.
Let me guess.
Warm tea with honey and plenty of rest.
Ah, the wisdom of mothers.
Right.
Rest is such an underrated component of health,
Yeah.
particularly when we're feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
When you're sick, your body needs all its energy to fight off the infection.
Okay.
Rest allows your immune system to do its job effectively.
And as we hear in the story, Sophie recovers quickly. It's a great reminder that sometimes the best thing you can do is slow down and let your body heal.
It's true. We live in a culture that often glorifies busyness and productivity.
Yeah, for sure.
But sometimes the most productive thing you can do is simply rest.
For sure.
It allows your body and mind to recharge and rebuild. It's essential for overall well-being.
Sophie's back at school, and this time she gets a lesson in hygiene from the school nurse.
Hygiene.
You know, I was initially skeptical about this part of the story, thinking, hand washing, that's a bit basic, right?
Yeah.
But then I realized how important it is to revisit even the seemingly simple habits, especially considering everything we've learned in recent years about preventing the spread of germs.
You're right. Hand washing is one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of infections.
Yeah,
Yet it's surprising how often it's overlooked or done improperly.
absolutely.
It's a simple act with a huge impact, not just on your own health, but on the health of those around you.
The story mentions that Sophie takes this lesson to heart,
Good.
becoming diligent about washing her hands before meals, after playing outside, and covering her mouth when she coughs or sneezes.
Great.
These habits are so crucial, especially in today's world where we're constantly interacting with others.
It's true. We live in an interconnected world, and simple hygiene practices can have a ripple effect.
I like that.
By protecting yourself, you're also contributing to the well-being of your community. It's a powerful reminder that even small actions can have a big impact.
Okay, so Sophie's got the healthy eating, the rest, and the hygiene down pat.
Okay.
But what about exercise?
Well, let's see.
Well, one weekend, she and her dad go to the park,
Okay.
and they're surrounded by a world of fitness inspiration.
Awesome.
There are people jogging, cycling, playing soccer, a real showcase of active living.
What's interesting here is that while there are all these structured activities happening, what catches Sophie's attention is a group of kids playing tag.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
And she jumps right in, running, jumping, laughing. It's exercise, but it's also pure, unadulterated fun.
Love it.
Later in the story, we see her exploring a more structured form of exercise, trying yoga with her mom, and finding it incredibly relaxing.
So it sounds like she's discovering that exercise doesn't have to be a chore. It can be a source of joy and stress relief. Absolutely. Sophie's experience highlights the importance of finding activities that genuinely resonate with you.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be the gym or a rigid routine.
for sure.
It can be spontaneous play, a dance class, a hike in nature, anything that gets you moving and brings you pleasure.
And her dad makes an excellent point. Exercise benefits both the body and the mind.
Yes. That connection between physical activity and mental well-being is so crucial.
Right.
It's not just about building muscles and burning calories.
Yeah.
It's about improving mood, boosting cognitive function, and reducing stress.
I'm curious from a scientific perspective, what's actually happening in the brain when we exercise?
It's fascinating. Exercise triggers a cascade of beneficial effects in the brain.
Like what?
It increases blood flow, which delivers oxygen and nutrients to brain cells.
Okay.
It stimulates the release of neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which are associated with feelings of pleasure and well-being.
Wow.
And it even promotes the growth of new brain cells, a process known as neurogenesis.
So it's literally making our brains healthier.
It is.
Okay, back to Sophie's day at the park.
Okay.
After all that running around, she's feeling a bit tired. Her mom, ever the observant wellness guide, points out that she might be dehydrated.
Hydration is so essential.
Yeah.
Yet it's incredibly easy to forget to drink enough water throughout the day, especially when you're active.
Oh, yeah?
Sophie's experience is a great reminder to stay mindful of our fluid intake.
Totally.
Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and decreased cognitive performance.
It's like our bodies are saying, hey, give me the fuel I need to run properly.
Exactly. And it's so easy to get caught up in the busyness of our lives and forget to drink enough water.
Hmm.
That's why strategies like carrying a water bottle everywhere, setting reminders on your phone, or even associating drinking water with specific activities like having a glass before every meal
Yeah.
can be incredibly helpful.
So Sophie drinks some water and feels refreshed. From that point on, she makes a habit of carrying a water bottle with her everywhere.
That's a great strategy. Making healthy choices more convenient and visible can significantly impact our behavior.
Hmm.
Having that water bottle as a visual reminder helps you stay hydrated throughout the day.
Okay, so we've seen Sophie embrace stretching, walking, healthy eating, rest, hygiene, and now hydration and exercise.
Wow, that's quite a transformation.
It is. As the story continues, we see the cumulative effects of these healthy habits on Sophie's well-being.
Good.
Her energy levels have increased, and even her friends start to notice the positive changes.
It highlights a powerful principle. Consistency is key.
Interest.
Each small change might not seem dramatic on its own,
Mm-hmm.
but when you consistently make healthy choices, they compound over time,
Oh, yeah.
leading to remarkable results.
And it's not just about feeling better physically.
Right.
It's about that radiant energy that others pick up on.
Absolutely. When we're taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally, it shows up in how we interact with the world.
Right.
We have more energy, more patience, more enthusiasm,
Yeah.
and that positive energy can be contagious, inspiring those around us to make positive changes as well.
It's like that saying, a rising tide lifts all boats.
I like that.
It sounds like Sophie's positive changes are creating a ripple effect, influencing her social circle in a positive way.
Exactly.
But we'll save that part of the story for part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay.
Join us next time as we continue to explore Sophie's journey and uncover more insights into building healthy habits that stick.
I can't wait. Welcome back to our deep dive into Sophie's journey.
Glad to be back.
You know, as we delve deeper into her story,
Yeah.
one thing that stands out is how her transformation starts with that single decision to stretch before getting out of bed.
It's almost symbolic, isn't it?
It is.
It's like she's waking up her body and her mind to a whole new way of being.
Exactly. It's a powerful image.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is how that one small action sets off a chain reaction. It's followed by the walk the healthier breakfast.
Right.
Each positive choice reinforces the next.
And it's not about perfection, right?
Like,
Even Sophie reaches for that sugary cereal initially, but her mom gently guides her toward a better option. It highlights the power of creating a supportive environment where healthy choices are encouraged rather than enforced.
absolutely. Especially for our younger listeners, it's crucial to understand that building healthy habits is a journey, not a race.
Yeah.
It's about making gradual, sustainable changes with the support of those around us.
Speaking of support, that scene with Sophie and her grandma in the garden really struck a chord with me.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about eating vegetables.
Right.
It's about connecting with nature, enjoying fresh food, and spending quality time with loved ones.
What's remarkable about that scene is how it highlights the multidimensional benefits of healthy habits.
Okay.
There's the nutritional aspect of eating fresh produce, of course,
Mhm.
but there's also the psychological benefit of connecting with nature. Studies have shown that spending time in nature can reduce stress, boost mood, and even enhance cognitive function.
It's like our brains and bodies are wired to thrive in natural environments.
Exactly. And when you combine that with the social element,
Yeah.
sharing a meal with loved ones, it creates a truly holistic experience that nourishes on multiple levels.
That sense of enjoyment really carries through when we see Sophie discovering the fun side of exercise.
Yeah.
Remember how she's at the park surrounded by all those structured activities?
Right.
Yet what truly captures her attention is that spontaneous game of tag.
That's such a key point. It speaks to the importance of finding movement that brings you joy.
Absolutely.
For Sophie, it's the playfulness, the laughter, the connection with other kids.
Right?
And later on, she explores the calmness and focus of yoga with her mom.
Yeah.
It highlights that there are countless ways to move our bodies,
Mhm.
and it's about finding what resonates with you personally.
Her dad also makes a crucial point about exercise benefiting both the body and the mind. It's something we hear a lot, but it's worth really unpacking.
Absolutely. It goes beyond just the physical benefits of building strength and endurance.
Yep.
When we exercise, our brains release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that have mood-boosting and pain-relieving effects. Regular physical activity can also improve sleep quality, reduce stress and anxiety, and even enhance cognitive function.
I find that connection to cognitive function fascinating.
Yeah.
Does exercise actually make us smarter?
While it might not boost your IQ overnight,
Okay.
There's compelling evidence that exercise has a profound impact on brain health.
Like what?
It increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients to brain cells.
Wow.
It stimulates the release of growth factors that promote the formation of new connections between neurons.
So cool.
And it even helps protect the brain from age-related decline and neurodegenerative diseases.
So it's a brain-boosting powerhouse.
It is.
Okay, shifting gears a bit.
Okay.
Sophie's story also reminds us that even with the best intentions, we can sometimes neglect the basics.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how she's feeling tired after playing at the park?
Right.
And her mom points out that she needs to drink more water?
Such a great example of how easy it is to overlook the fundamentals.
Totally.
Hydration is crucial for every bodily function, from regulating temperature to transporting nutrients and removing waste.
Yeah.
Even mild dehydration can have a significant impact on energy levels, mood, and cognitive performance.
It's like our bodies are saying, hey, give me the fuel I need to run properly.
Exactly. And it's so easy to get caught up in the busyness of our lives and forget to drink enough water.
Right.
That's why strategies like carrying a water bottle everywhere, setting reminders on your phone, or even associating drinking water with specific activities like having a glass before every meal can be incredibly helpful.
Those little reminders can make a big difference.
They can.
Now, as we move further into Sophie's journey, it's clear that the cumulative effects of these healthy habits are really starting to show.
Yeah.
She has more energy, and her friends even comment on how vibrant she seems.
It highlights a powerful principle. Consistency is key.
Okay.
Each small change might not seem dramatic on its own,
Yeah.
but when you consistently make healthy choices, they compound over time,
Right.
leading to remarkable results.
And it's not just about feeling better physically.
Right.
It's about that radiant energy that others pick up on.
Absolutely. When we're taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally,
Yeah.
it shows up in how we interact with the world.
Right.
We have more energy, more patience, more enthusiasm.
Mm.
And that positive energy can be contagious, inspiring those around us to make positive changes as well.
It's like a virtuous cycle, right?
It is.
Healthy habits lead to positive energy, which influences others, creating a ripple effect of well-being.
Precisely. And speaking of positive influence,
Yeah.
remember Sophie's school project where she creates a health poster?
Yes.
It's a wonderful example of how sharing knowledge can reinforce learning and inspire others.
Her message, eat well, move often, and sleep enough, is so simple, yet so profound.
It is.
It's a great reminder for all of us, no matter our age or fitness level.
And the fact that her family starts joining in on her healthy habits, going for walks together, cooking healthy meals, underscores the importance of a supportive environment for lasting change.
Totally.
When healthy habits become a shared experience, they're more enjoyable, more motivating, and more likely to stick.
For sure.
It transforms those habits from individual endeavors into family bonding experiences.
That's such a beautiful point. Okay, as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I'm curious to hear what's resonating most with you so far in Sophie's story. What's standing out, and what might you try differently in your own life?
What fascinates me is how Sophie's journey highlights the interconnectedness of our choices.
Interesting.
It's not just about isolated actions like eating a salad or going for a walk.
Okay.
It's about creating a holistic lifestyle where all these choices support and reinforce each other.
That's a great insight. It's not about checking boxes on a to-do list.
Right.
It's about weaving healthy habits into the fabric of our daily lives.
Exactly. And as we move into the final part of Sophie's story, I'm eager to see how those interconnected choices continue to shape her journey and what wisdom she uncovers along the way.
I'm excited to find out.
Are you ready to dive back in?
Absolutely. Let's continue our exploration and see what other gems we can uncover in Sophie's story. Stay tuned for the final part of our deep dive. Welcome back to the deep dive. We're wrapping up our exploration of Sophie's journey toward a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I'm already feeling inspired by her story.
Me too.
It's amazing to see how those small, consistent changes she's made have really added up over time.
It is truly remarkable. What strikes me most is how her transformation has expanded beyond just her own personal habits.
Yeah.
Remember how her family started joining in on those healthy choices?
Oh, yeah.
The walks after dinner, the home-cooked meals. It's a testament to how powerful shared experiences can be.
You're right. It's not just about individual willpower. It's about creating a supportive environment where those healthy habits become woven into the fabric of daily life.
Right.
And that image of Sophie's little brother trying to copy her yoga moves, it's so adorable.
I know.
It really underscores how children learn by observing and imitating those around them.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that we all have the power to influence those around us, even in seemingly small ways.
Yeah,
Our actions can inspire and motivate others, especially those closest to us.
for sure.
As Sophie's story comes to a close, there's a key moment I think is worth highlighting.
Oh, what's that?
That realization she has about what true health really means.
You mean that aha moment when she thinks staying healthy isn't just about avoiding sickness, it's about feeling good every day.
Precisely. It represents a profound shift in perspective.
Interesting.
Sophie moves beyond seeing health as merely the absence of illness and embraces it as a state of overall well-being. It's about energy levels, mental clarity, emotional balance, all those elements that contribute to a truly vibrant and fulfilling life.
It's a holistic view of health that encompasses so much more than just physical well-being.
Yeah.
It's about feeling good in mind, body, and spirit.
Exactly. And that's the ultimate message I hope our listeners take away from Sophie's journey.
Okay.
Healthy habits aren't a chore or a punishment.
Right.
They're a pathway to experiencing life more fully.
Yeah.
They're about cultivating a sense of vitality and joy in every aspect of our being.
That's a powerful message.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's one key insight you'd like our listeners to remember from Sophie's story?
I think it's the empowering realization that small changes consistently applied can lead to incredible results. It's never too late to start, and every step you take, no matter how seemingly small,
Yeah.
moves you closer to that vision of a healthier, happier you.
So true. To our listeners out there, what resonated most with you in Sophie's journey?
Yeah, what was your biggest takeaway?
What's one small step you can take today, inspired by what you've heard? Remember, this isn't about overnight transformations.
Right.
It's about embracing the process and enjoying the journey of becoming the best version of yourself.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Seek out support from friends, family, or even online communities.
Okay.
Share your goals, celebrate your successes, and learn from each other's experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Building healthy habits can be a fun and rewarding adventure,
Totally.
especially when we embark on it together.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Sophie's journey to wellness.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep striving to live your healthiest, happiest life.